Conspiracy iceberg videos are garbage. There's construction knocking. I really hope that doesn't come through very much. This video is brought to you by not sleeping and then sleeping for just an hour after it was already light out. And get the fuck out of here is the fucking fruit fly. If you don't know what iceberg videos are, here's a quick rundown. Behold, see all this shit above the water? Conspiracies most people have heard of. See all this shit under the water? The rest of the real conspiracies that are hidden from the public eye and can't be accessed via simple Google search by the normies. The iceberg, you see, is a metaphor. You're all caught up? Although I am tardy to the party regarding iceberg videos, I still thought I'd throw my 2 cents in there because of a very specific thread that I came across during my internet travels. It was a pleasure to come across because I found it really funny. Kind of a bummer though also because it just really showed how easy it is to spread nonsense bullshit at warp speed across the World Wide Web. Also, I absolutely cannot pass up the opportunity to make a stupid shitpost video about something that way too many people jumped on and spent way too much time taking seriously. I'm aware that taking seriously is debatable, but try to look at it from this context. Things like dark web mystery unboxing videos were made for quick clicks, obvious jokes, and no one older than some dipshit 9-year-olds. Hence why the bigger channels that made those made sure to make their videos loud, flashy, and stylized. For the most part. Iceberg videos, however, decided to take a hard left turn into mini doc territory, with videos sometimes breaching the 1 or even 2 hour mark, which in my eyes means that they weren't being made with a child demographic in mind. Bean agrees, and I think that implies that they were going through all of that time and research and effort to make videos with adults in mind, taking said research and videos at least somewhat seriously. This is all conjecture, don't read into it too much, but with that thought process in mind, it's what makes finding these threads online that much funnier. I won't sugarcoat or dance around it. Eyebrows X. Doesn't ring a bell? Good. That just means you haven't been blacklisted yet by government shillbots and psyoped into taking schizomeds by glowies. X is a board on the hacker known as 4chan, and is the paranormal board. Big air quotes on that one, because it has deviated far from that on many more occasions than not. And also had a really bizarre period recently where every single thread was being infiltrated by bots, making it so it was impossible to have a conversation take off before the thread was totally nuked, making it really difficult to find my usual how to summon a transdimensional succubus thread, which made for some really lonely nights, but it also gave me a really hearty laugh recently with the picture. So there's that. Still with me?
Don't worry about it.
So TLDR, X had a great thread about a month or so ago that was all about making the most absurd conspiracy theory iceberg post possible, and was basically just a thread full of my fellow neats just throwing any idea against the wall and seeing what sticks, then adding it to a conspiracy iceberg picture and just having somebody update it as it went along with all the best ones. I am kicking myself in the ass because I didn't save the picture from the thread, and a quick Google search didn't yield any results finding it in an archive within 2 minutes, and that's my research cap because who cares? What I did find, however, was even funnier, and that was that this intentionally fake conspiracy iceberg wasn't delegated to the fine upstanding patrons of X, because of course it wasn't. I came across dozens of them across multiple sites, all making their own versions full of some really great stuff, because all it takes to make an ominous deep web theory is to take some random words, add incident or .exe at the end, and bada bing bada boom dread, or just a few random words that are simply meaningless and unrelated to one another, like you're thinking up the title for a black metal album, and sprinkle a few of those bad boys amongst some legitimate lesser known conspiracies, and you got yourself a creepypasta in the making. Do they even fucking still make creepypasta? I know they're still out there, but I don't know. Anyway, here are some examples. tulpafeverdream.exe, Merrimack Caverns funnel feeding, snake grass hallucinogen cover-up, the Kirillov crushing incident. Do not search. These conspiracies right here pulled straight out of my ass, right up in there. Hell, for the last one, I just Googled small Russian towns and picked the one that I thought sounded the coolest, but would also be legit when you looked it up. See how easy that was? It took me 5 minutes to come up with those, and that's because I spent most of the time raking my balls. Anyway, conspiracy iceberg videos are dead. You know what's not dead, though? Punk.